Hi! If you're new here, hello, I'm Piper. I'm a graphic designer and illustrator in California, and I make little videos where I'm doing stuff in my studio or I'm doing stuff outside. Everything's art all the time, and it's cool, it's fun, we vibe, let's go. So I've been doing this thing where I try to do one sketchbook page a day, and I've been doing that for I want to say 7 weeks now. I'm not entirely sure, but it's all in my sketchbook, and this is my sketchbook, and I love it, and it's shiny, and it's beautiful, and we are almost like halfway through. So once we get towards the end, maybe I'll do another sketchbook tour because those are fun. This week, I've been trying a new art medium, and I thought that I would do a little drawing with you guys to show you guys how this medium works. This is what I ordered. I don't know how to say this, and I'm so sorry. Crandach? I don't know. I'm so sorry. Please somebody teach me how to pronounce this correctly. So these are wax crayons. So let me show you these. So this is what they look like. I've been using some of them, so some of them are a little shorter, but they're really, really nice. So here's like a red one I've been using, and I'll just kind of show you, the sun. I'll just kind of show you what they look like. They're pretty cool. I like them. So for this week, I've been using these crayons and doing little mini sketches with them. And I thought that I would do a sketch with you today. Let me give you a little rundown of the supplies I'm using. I'm gonna use these wax crayons, and then here's the front so you can see what kind of crayons they are. I'm gonna be using a Prismacolor Erasable Pencil. So this is one that my friend gave to me to try, and I love it so much. I think they're fantastic, but it's a little red one and it has an eraser, so it's kind of like a colored pencil that you can just erase, and it's really nice for sketching. I have used it this week and I am in love with it. It's beautiful, it's perfect. I'm gonna buy more. And I'm also gonna be using my sketchbook today. This is just a normal Carson mixed media paper. So it's just nice thick paper that I'm gonna use today. But yeah, let's stop talking and let's start drawing. So when I'm doing these sketches with these crayons, one of the first things I like to do is I like to tape them down. So I'm using artist tape. You can use frog tape. That's what they told me to use when I was in college, but just some tape that you can tape on the edges to get nice clean edges once you add some paint. Can't take it off. But yeah, you just take some tape here and you just kind of get those edges. Okay, I'm gonna get my head in the camera. So if you see my head, I'm so sorry. I just can't see. There we go. That's a little something right there. I've never done a sketch while I'm talking, so kind of curious to see how this goes, because I say some weird stuff sometimes, but you know, whatever, it's cool. We're chill, we're living. Let's get this one. Also, it's like super hot today where I live. I have the AC on and I'm wearing a tank top and I have shorts on and I'm still sweating. It is so freaking hot. And also I'm sitting right by the window, so there is sunshine coming into the window and it's making me so sweaty. That's okay. And then I think, this has nothing to do with art, but I thought I would just tell you, later today, we're gonna have a movie night. My husband and I do this every Friday. We do a movie night where we choose 2 movies to watch, and today is my movie night. And I think I'm gonna pick Smile 2, and I don't know what my second movie's gonna be. I haven't decided yet, but I saw some video about the animatronics on Smile 2, and I really want to watch it because I love horror movies and I love animatronics, and it's perfect all around, beautiful, can't wait to see it, A+. Okay, So now that we have this all taped down, I'm going to show you what I use as like background paint. So let me grab it for you and show you what I have. So when I've been doing these sketches, I've been using this brand of acrylic ink. It's Dollar and Rowney. I also don't know how to say that. I'm so sorry. But this is the one I'm going to use today because I think I want to sketch an alligator. But I use this ink, give it a good little shake, and I have this. So this is a jar that used to have jam in it, and now I just use it for paint. And then this is a paintbrush that I bought from IKEA. If you haven't been to IKEA before, they have like a little tiny art section, and the paintbrushes there are actually really good. When I used to teach art classes, I used to get the we used to get the art supplies from IKEA because, you know, they could, look at this thing can take a beating. Like it's flexible. I've literally been so rough with this brush and the bristles are still pretty straight. So I love it. Once this guy gives out, I'm gonna go get more from IKEA. So IKEA, if you're ever watching this, I love you forever and ever. Anyways, I'm gonna put some of this ink here. It's a cute little squeezy dropper. And then let's do one more for good measure. Okay, so there we go. I have my paint. And now we're gonna do this part. So I wish I knew what you called this. If anybody knows what this is called, please tell me so I can tell you guys what this is. But I take this acrylic ink and I paint. So it comes off. Whoa, I missed the corner. That's okay. But it comes off pretty clean, pretty bright. And then let me try to get this all nice and steady for you. But this part actually takes a little while because the waiting can be a while. So I'll probably just let this sit here for like maybe 20 minutes and maybe half an hour. And I'll just like go watch a show for a while. I've been rewatching Arrested Development. If anybody has not seen that, please watch that. It is one of my favorite shows ever. It is so funny. And I'm going to rewatch it over and over again for the rest of my life forever. So that's what I'm gonna do while I'm waiting for this to dry. But here we go. I think that's probably pretty good. Nice. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave this here to dry and I'll be back in like half an hour. Hello, it's me, I'm back. This is pretty much dry. Like I can do this and there's nothing on my fingers, so that's cool. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to sharpen one of my sketching pencils. So because I think I want to do an alligator, I'm going to sharpen this one. It says it is grass green. It is unsharpened, so I have no idea what the color is actually going to look like. And you guys get to see my secret bowl where I keep all my pencil shadings. So let me sharpen this while I think about how to draw an alligator. So because this is sketches, I'm not going to spend too much time planning out what an actual alligator looks like. I'm going to try to just go off of my memory and what I want an alligator to look like. So I don't think I'm going to draw a realistic one. I think I want to draw a cute one because alligators are scary and I would like to see a not scary alligator. So let me try to sketch that out. Is that sharp enough? Maybe not. I think I need a new pencil sharpener. I don't think this guy's doing me justice anymore. Okay, that's sharp enough. Okay, so if I want to do an alligator, I think I want to turn him, let's turn him this way. I'm going to try to draw him sideways, and I think I'm going to go with all greens. So let me do this one. The screen's pretty similar to the background, so it's probably not going to show up. And I'll use the white. And oh my gosh, I need to show you this. I forgot to tell you. So I ordered these the other day. These are crayon holders. So let me show you how they work. So I don't need to use them now because my crayons are still pretty long, But once these get really short, you pop them in here. Let me see if I can do it. And then, look at that. It just cranks and you can use it however you want. It's so cool. So I love that. I'm excited. Don't need to use them yet, but eventually I will. But these things are great. I totally threw away the packaging. I don't remember what they're called. But if you guys are interested in them, let me know and I will literally track it down and tell you what they are. I got your back. So let's just kind of freehand and vibe a little bit. I'm gonna give my alligator an eyeball here, I think. Also, I'm so sorry if you hear my dog barking. He is a little chihuahua and he likes to yell at people. So he is currently outside yelling at the neighbors. And if my neighbors are ever watching this video, I'm so sorry that Bernard is such a punk. He is a punk and I'm so sorry. But let's do, okay. I don't know if you guys can see this pencil. It's kind of hard for me to see if I'm being honest. Let me peek. Yeah, you can see a little bit. Okay. Anyways, okay. So let's do, I'm gonna try to make him a cute alligator. I want him to have a bumpy nose though. Okay, so I'll give him a little bit of a bumpy nose. Let's give him a big nostril. Okay. And then let's give him a bumpy back. And I'm gonna have him just have a, yeah, let's just have a straight body there. I think that's okay. Oh my goodness, I missed. That's okay. That's the fun part about the sketching challenge is I need to learn how to mess up and not quit. So this is helping me mess up and not quit when something doesn't look the way that I want it to look. And I like that. It's helped me create more things in the end. And it's helped me be more comfortable with imperfection, which has been really nice. Let's give him a hand, because I'm feeling weird about his teeth right now. Okay, there we go. That is a cute enough hand. And then I always love to draw little stars. So let's do some stars. And then we're gonna get to the good part with the fun crayons. And let's do a little bit more here. Okay, cool. Let's start with the crayons now. Okay, this is the crayon I'm gonna use. It is emerald green. So what I like to do is I'm gonna have this here just in case. I like to have them nice and sharp. So let me sharpen this guy a little bit. And I'm gonna just start kind of tracing over the stars. So let me do that here. Because then that kind of helps me see everything that I was doing. So let me trace the stars. Let me trace the alligator man. Okay. Ooh, I missed. That's okay. Let's do that one. This is such a weird angle to draw from, because normally I have like intense shrimp posture while I'm drawing, and filming it like this forces me to not do that. So thank you for helping me with my bad posture, but also this is so weird to draw from over here. But that's all right. Anything to keep the back healthy. Let's see, let me draw here. Something else I've been doing is I've been trying to take my sketchbook to, sorry, I got super focused on his armpit there. I've been taking my sketchbook to cafes, and it has literally been life-changing, and it's all I want to do now. I have been going on Yelp and trying to find cafes in random cities, and I just take my sketchbook and I make a day of it. I've also been going to like Barnes & Noble, so it doesn't have to be fancy all the time, but it's been actually really, really cool. And if you have not done that before, I highly recommend it. It is so much fun. And, you know, sometimes you meet some cool people too, which is kind of fun. But yes, I have been doing that. I don't know if I'm gonna do it tomorrow, but maybe I will. Let me do, sorry, I'm thinking. Let me do it this way. Okay, sorry. Now you get to see how I draw. I like to turn things sideways so that way I can do a semi-straight line. There we go. Look at that. Kind of a straight line. And then let me go ahead and color in his eyeball, because why not? Alright, got an eyeball going. I've been trying this new eyeball style lately that I think is kind of cute, where I just kind of draw a line in the middle, and I just decide he has really big pupils. There we go. Look at him, living his best life. Let's give him a nostril. Yeah, look at that. Here we go. And this part's the fun part. You literally just color and you have fun. And sometimes when I'm doing this, I'm listening to music or podcasts. Like sometimes I listen to, what have I been listening to? Honestly, I've been listening to a lot of true crime lately, and totally don't listen to that while you're doing art if that stuff scares you. I am one of those people that stuff scares me, and I listen to it anyways, so that is my problem to solve. But if you're cool with that, go for it. It's a good listen. I'm trying to think what music I've been listening to lately. Oh, the Talking Heads. That's what it is. I've been having the Talking Heads in my head for like 3 weeks straight. So I've been listening to them a lot. What else have I been listening to? I don't know. Honestly, I've been just listening to podcasts lately. I haven't really been listening to too much music, and maybe I'll change that. So if you guys have any good music recommendations, totally let me know. I literally love all sorts of music, so anything you put down there, I will probably listen to, and I will probably love it. I think my favorite kind of music to listen to is hardcore. I really, really like a band called Foreign Hands. They are fantastic. They are beautiful. The singer is so nice. I was able to meet him in person. I think this was a couple months ago, but they did a show in town, and I got to meet him, and he's so cool, and I was so excited to see him. They are such a great band. Totally give them a listen. I'm trying to think what else. My husband's a huge fan of like punk and hardcore, so I get a lot of new band recommendations from him. There was a band he was listening to that he really liked called One Step Closer, and they are fantastic. They were opening for a concert we went to. I can't remember who we went to go see, but they were opening for that band, and they were phenomenal, and we fell in love with them immediately, and they are great. So also check them out if you like hardcore or punk or anything like that. I gotta sharpen my crayons again. Also, I'm so sorry if I burp on this. During the period of time where I was trying to wait for the paint to dry, I drink a lot of water, and water makes me burp. So sorry if I start burping while I am drawing. Look at that. Look at that. It's an alligator. Living his alligator life. I think the AC is finally starting to kick in too. I don't feel so sweaty, which is nice. It's nice. Oh my God, awkward silence. Sorry. I get like super into the drawing sometimes, and I just zone out, which is cool. You know what? That's chill. So maybe I'm zoning out a little bit, drawing this alligator. Ooh, I have a question for you guys. This weekend, I am going to play Top Golf for the first time ever. What is it? I have no idea what it is, if I'm being honest. I've had people explain it to me multiple times in multiple ways. I still don't understand what's going to go on, but I'm really excited. I have played very, very little golf in my life. I was able to drive a golf cart though when I was little. I might have been 8, but my dad let me drive a golf cart to one of his golf outings he went to. And I think that was the last time he let me do that because I'm pretty sure I slammed on the brakes really hard and I made a really loud squealing sound from the brakes. And, you know, golf is pretty quiet. So that was a really loud sound to have going throughout the entire area. So I don't think I was allowed to do that anymore after that. And you know what? That's all right. I don't blame him. I would also not do that again if that was me. Oh no, I might need to sharpen this again soon. I'm kind of hungry. I bought, it's a trail mix, and I buy it from Winco because Winco's so freaking cool. If you guys have something like Winco, you should totally go to the trail mix section because the trail mix is fantastic. And if you are watching this and you are not somewhere where Winco is, Winco's kind of like it's almost like a bulk store where you can buy just like a bunch of random stuff in bulk. It's not like Costco. Honestly, I'm probably not describing it correctly, but it's a really cool store. The prices are way lower than other spots, but they have the coolest like section of trail mix and I love it so much. So I bought a trail mix that is like, it's like wasabi flavored and like chili, and it's so good. I can't stop eating it. But it has like wasabi peas and it has like chili peanuts, and what else does it have? Oh, it has pretzels. Oh my gosh, those pretzels are phenomenal. I really, really like the pretzels. But yeah, talking about it is making me hungry, so I should stop. I gotta sharpen this guy again. Ta-da! Okay. I'm really happy today's Friday though. I've been really tired mentally this week. So it's nice to have a long weekend coming up where I can chill, I can have some fun, and kind of relax a little bit. Because mental health is very important, and please, please, please take care of your mental health. If you're feeling tired, make sure you're getting some rest. Don't forget to drink your water. Make sure you're eating food. All of that good stuff. Because sometimes we all need little reminders. I especially need reminders to drink water because I just forget. And days will go by without me drinking water. And that is not a way to go. So I am making sure that today I am drinking my water and doing what I gotta do to keep my body hydrated. But hey, that's all right. Drawing's relaxing. This is a nice relaxing session. Look at this. It's ironic because I feel relaxed, but I'm drawing as alligator, which I feel like if I saw an alligator in person, I would not be relaxed about it. I would probably cry if I'm being honest. Speaking of crying, this is kind of a longer story, but it has something to do with alligators slightly. So when I was little, my family and I used to go to Florida, and the reason this has something to do with alligators is because alligators live in Florida. That is literally the only thing the story has to do with when it comes to alligators. But that place is where I learned that I am deathly afraid of boats. And I don't know why. I've never had a bad experience on a boat, but for some reason I have been terrified of boats ever since those trips to Florida. And I was little. Like, I think our first trip to Florida, I might have been like 7, something like that. But boats are absolutely terrifying. I don't know what it is, but once I step on a boat, I start crying and shaking, and in my head, it's just gonna flip over and I'm gonna suddenly forget how to swim. So that's anxiety for you. But A couple years ago when I was in college, I decided I was going to be brave with my college tennis team. And I was like, hey, I can go on a boat. That fear was when I was little. I'm old now. I can get over it. And I was 20, I believe, 20 years old, bawling my eyes out on this boat with my with my college tennis team. Yeah, never again. That was not it. So I'm so sorry if anybody was wanting to go on a boat with me, but I am going to have to politely decline. Anyways, I think I'm done coloring the background. Okay, now let's color in his teeth and his eyes. Ooh. Oh no, it's on my fingers. That's okay. I'm trying to get it off my fingers, but it's stuck on there. Okay, let's color in his eyes. We're basically almost done with this guy. See, it's a pretty fast sketch. I don't know how long we've been here. Maybe like half an hour, maybe something like that. But that is the beauty of it. It's just a quick sketch, keeps the creative juices flowing, keeps you practicing, and it helps you try out new art tools, because I really, really like these crayons. They are so smooth. And I've used oil pastels before, but I think I like these a little bit better than oil pastels. These are real nice. Look at that. He's got teeths. Look at them teeths. I don't think this crayon is gonna do anything, but I just wanted to see. Yeah, it's a little bit too light. That's okay. Well, maybe I can clean up his armpit a little bit. Just a little bit. I wonder if I should add some like scales. Boo, boo, boo. Let's do that. Okay, let's add some scales. Are you ready for this? Boo, boom, boom, boom. Look at that, now he's bumpy. He's a cute bumpy alligator. All right, let's do that one. Should I do one more row? I'll do one more row, why not? Look at that, he's cute. Okay, I want to say he's done. I don't want to touch him too much because I am done. I'm tired. It's getting dark. I'm hungry. Okay, so here's the alligator, and here is one of my favorite parts. Hold on, I got stuff on my finger. Do not use this at home. This is a book sewing needle, and I literally have it on my desk to like get crayon gunk from out from underneath my nails. That is not what this needle is for. Please do not use this to get crayon gunk from out underneath your nails. It is probably dangerous. Okay, anyways, back to this. Okay, let's take off the tape. I have had bad luck with this tape in the past, where sometimes it lifts off some of the paper, and I hope that doesn't happen today, but 9 times out of 10, it does. So let's just hope for the best. There we go, one down, looking good. All right, let's do this one. Oh, I keep thinking about food. I'm so hungry. Oh, you know what I really want? I want Raising Cane's bread. That stuff is so good. And their sauce, oh, phenomenal. Aw, dang. That one had some paper come off. That's okay. Look at that. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. That's okay. All right, let's go this way. Also, I have a theme song stuck in my head. It's been stuck in my head all day, and I'm going to share it with you so that way it's stuck in your head. But it is the old Mr. Clean jingle where he goes, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. And it's been in my head all day, and now it's in your head. So I hope that's what you leave here today with, is a jingle that you can't stop thinking about. Ah, my paper. All right, there we go. That's my little alligator sketch for the day. Okay, so it is officially finished. I really like him. I think he's a cute alligator. He came out the way I was picturing in my head, so I'm excited about that. And I'm not gonna touch him anymore, because if I touch him, I might mess it up. So I'm done. I'm gonna close it. And I have to show you this last part. I'm not gonna do it in here because the ventilation in here is not great. But whenever I use oil pastel or crayon, I like to spray this on top of it. It is varnish. So this is, for me, it helps the like little like crayon crumbs not transfer to the other pages, because I use the front and the back of my sketchbook pages, and I don't want the colors to get mixed up. So I'm gonna spray this on the page later. It is super stinky. If you do spray your stuff, make sure you're spraying it outside or in a very well ventilated area, because oh my gosh, this smells really bad. But I'm gonna go do that. And that is it. That is the end of the sketching video where we're trying these cool wax crayons. So I know this was a long video. Thank you so much for sticking around and listening to me ramble about alligators and whatever else. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!